Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Unique Inspirations. Here with me, Trina. Hello, Miss Marsha. How are you? She left me a message. She says, Happy Sunday, Miss Trina, and everyone in the chat room. I wanted to hit the thumbs up. I will miss the live tonight. She did go in and she says, The sun that brightened my Sunday is I dialed up Jeremiah 3:3. So that's Jeremiah verse 33, scripture 3. So it says, This is the Lord's phone number. It is never busy, no transfers, or put you on hold. Just call him up. Amen. Amen. So I hope everybody else had a really good day today. If you didn't and you making it here to Unique Inspirations, you're on a right path. You're on the right path. So just keep your head up. But y'all, I got me some coffee. I've had a headache out of this world. Y'all wouldn't even believe. Headache. Just pure headache. But you know how it is. Hello, Queen of Swords. How are you? Welcome to Unique Inspirations. I'm glad to have you. So yes, y'all, today, hey friend, how are you? It seemed like it was so long ago that I hadn't talked to you. Literally just got off the phone with you. But yeah, so I'm glad that you're here with me tonight, friend. So I just really, wanted to get on. I just want everybody to start their week out right. I want everybody to be positive. I want everybody to know your self-worth, know that you are it. You are somebody. You are wise. You are, and just incredible. But we got to believe these things, y'all. Y'all got to know that it's just not talking to yourself. It's actually believing it. Because you got to believe in yourself. So anyways, y'all, I decided I was going to basically do something to my hair a little bit today. So that was kind of my inspiration. But anyways, y'all see how it, whatever, right? Whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to be sitting here fumbling with hair, but it's together. So anyways, I am so happy to have everybody. Once again, I know I'm always saying that, but it's the truth. So I want somebody to tell me, Marsha left me, information on how her Sunday went. How is everybody else's Sunday? I hope it was productive for y'all. But if not, sitting around, taking that time to yourself is okay. So if you did nothing and you lounged around on the couch and it's Sunday, you did something. You got up out of your bed and you made it to the couch. So that's a lot more than what I meant. To some people, it's like, really? Like, that's it? You just got up and went to go get on the couch? Well, guess what? It's more than that. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand. Like, people go through different things, and just to get out of bed takes a lot of energy. So, you gotta not. That's why I said we can't judge people, because we don't know what they're going through. Have no idea what they're going through. But I know what I'm going through right now is this good cup of coffee. That's what I'm going through. And I was, but I woke up this morning, y'all. We woke up. We shouldn't be so down on ourselves if we feel like we didn't go out there and conquer the whole world. Don't beat yourselves up like that. Just know that you got up this morning, you got on the couch. Even if you watched a movie, or even if you vacuumed your floor, that's a lot of work, right? Anyways, whatever you chose to do today, I'm glad that you did it. Hey, Ron, how are you? Happy Sunday. What sun brought your Sunday through, Ron? I just want to see how people's Sunday went. Because y'all powerful, Ron. You're powerful. I think you guys are all awesome. I mean, this is just, you know, my house is a little bit busy, y'all. I'm sorry. It's Sunday. I'm not sorry. Why do I always talk about I'm sorry? Anyways, I'm sorry for the noise, but other than that, it's live, and it is what it is. It's live. It's live. So we're cooking. Like we it's getting late. We still ain't had our Sunday dinner. But of course, you know me, running late on everything, which I be trying to be on time. So y'all just give me the benefit of the doubt. You know. Let's see. Y'all, I'm over here. So let me see. Ron, did you answer me? Ron, so you was resting today. That's nice. You know what? I woke up. It was almost, I should be ashamed, but I'm not. But when I woke up, it was almost 1 o'clock p.m. my time, Central. Hey, Deanne, how are you? I'm so glad to have you. Happy Sunday. What's the sun in your day today? What brought the sun in? It ain't got to be nothing fantastic, girl. If you got up out of that bed today, you had a nice Sunday and getting ready to start your week, a blessed week. Oh, so it's going to be busy for you next week, Ron? What you going to be doing? If you don't mind, I'm just asking. Because, I don't know what, I think the week will be pretty nice. But you know what? It's what we make of it, right? It's what we make of it. So, oh, you got to go out to lunch, Dan? Oh, girl, get it. I'm glad that you enjoyed your lunch. I hope it was good. Well, you did a little bit more than I did. At least I got out, but I had to go to the grocery store. I had to. I really, you know what, because having no coffee, let me tell y'all. But I went to bed last night with a headache, woke up with a headache, and I've had a headache like on and off. But you know what? Let me tell y'all about my friend Dean. He's learning about his, all his other what do they call that? His gifts, and one of them is like healing. And I kid y'all not, he was like, I was literally like twisting this up a little bit, and he started like doing whatever he needed to do. And do y'all know that headache is gone? And it ain't because of the coffee. I just literally made the coffee like 2 seconds before I got logged on. Literally 2 seconds. I was running. I was hoping I didn't burn myself with the coffee. But yeah, Dan, so you went out, had you a nice little lunch. Ooh, Chinese. You know what, Diane, I don't know if it's you, if this happens to a lot of people, but when I eat Chinese food, I get full and then I get sleepy. But then I find myself feeling like I'm still hungry when I wake up. Or if I just sit around for like an hour, maybe an hour later, it feels like I have not eaten. I don't know what it is. It does that when I eat Chinese food. So, hey, Kevin, how are you? I'm so glad to have you come by. I just want everybody to have a good, week coming in. And so, Kevin, I've asked everybody else, what was your son that what came in for your day, for your Sunday? That's why I did it Sunday. What, you got out of bed, so that's a start, So Ron says on Thursday he has a mediumship class with a medium, Kim, Friday, collab with Linda G, Saturday, and then 1 year for you on YouTube. Oh, so Saturday is going to be your 1 year, Ron? Wow. Time goes by so fast, and we have to make sure that we just be keep going and keep pushing ourselves and thinking positive thoughts, because it's not, we can't say we can't do it. We only can't do it if we tell ourselves we can't do it. But if we put our mind to it, we can definitely do it. That's for sure. So Deanne says that she had Kathy J. Lightwalker do a Reiki on her because she had not slept in 2 days and it knocked her out. You slept so good. I slept really good too last night, Deanne. Even though I had that headache, I slept. My daughter said she came into my room and I don't even remember. Like, I don't even remember at all. But I'm glad that you were able to get out. I'm glad that you got got you some sleep in, because sleep is very, very important, especially when we try to keep ourselves going and motivated and uplifted and trying to do the things that we, need to be getting done. So yes, sleep is very, very important. Highly recommend that. Kevin says, I have a family that came over and made homemade spaghetti and meatballs, lots of wine, and it was fun time. You know what, Kevin? I wish that was my Sunday today. I love spaghetti. Spaghetti is one of my favorite foods, especially with you saying that it was homemade. You know what? I bet you that was very interesting, because when you have your family around and it's like a social time like that, oh my goodness, that's great memories. It's just love, showing love and appreciation and being happy and staying happy. And because you know what, even sometimes on our worst days, what we tend to do, and I've said this before, is we forget to go back to think about the good times. You know what I mean? And I think when we get stuck sometimes, we really need to go in there and think and pull out the good times that we had to let us know, like, I can't complain. I've had some good days. And just because I have a little stumble today doesn't mean that everything is going to just like be topsy turvy. So just know, like, it's just a moment. But Kevin, I'm so glad that you had to have that time with your family. That's very, very important. Very important. And lots of wine, he said. I love wine. I love me some wine. But I haven't had none in about a week or so, something like that. Hermit Corner says, we all need to be able to go through things for ourselves for the first time. That's true. That is so true. We will have to go through it. You know what I mean? He says, I also feel as though we put others first when we need the attention. You're right. You're right. We forget about ourselves. When you're that person with a big heart and you're caring, and, you just feel like there's so much more out there other than just giving yourself that full attention, we tend to kind of overlook certain things, and we forget what our value are. What is our value? But we forget that when we know that we have tons and tons and tons and tons of value. So, but we do have to go through different things sometimes, but don't ever forget to put yourself first. You know what I mean? You have to put yourself first, because who's going to put you first if you don't put yourself first? Deanne says, at Kevin 11 Vibrations, where is my wife? Girl, he probably done ate that spaghetti. They done took some home, and they done drink all the wine. It's okay, Deanne. He got you next time. He got you next time for sure. Hermit says, we often need to be selfish and take a time out for. We have to. Yes, it's okay to be selfish. And you know what? I had to learn that in a very hard way, that it's okay to be selfish and that we take care of ourselves and put ourselves first. Because if we don't, guys, it's not even really, we use it as saying being selfish, but we're really not being selfish. We're just doing self-care in order to prepare us for what's ahead of us and who else we need to assist, right? But we have to do self-care so we can, keep going and further, our assistants if that's what we're choosing to do. But we have to do self-care. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin, you're like me. Because I'm one of those people where I cook and go, like I cook and clean as I go. And it's like when I get ready to just sit down and eat, like my kitchen is like clean, like it's clean. All you have to do is just probably just put the dishes in the sink so they can be washed, or if whoever somebody's going to run the dishwasher, I personally prefer to wash them by hand. But you know, yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. And I was with that when I have family over, I'm just like, you know what? I put everything in order so I can be like, and even though they're like, sit down, we'll help you. No, because it's like I appreciate it, but it's like I already know like how I want to do things in my mind, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't like for the kitchen to be, I know what it feels like, Kevin. And then to be honest with you, that probably would have had me do another glass of wine so I can clean my kitchen. So I'm just saying. But hopefully, it's looking a lot better for you, Kevin. And it's okay. It's a kitchen. It's a kitchen. And you know what? I had to learn that, Kevin. So don't take that personal. Because I know sometimes people say just a kitchen, just a kitchen. Because some people use that expression of saying, oh, the hell with it. No, ain't no hell with it. It's my kitchen is torn up and you feel some type of way. But at the same time, if we allow that to get to us, it's like we're just going to let so many other small things get the best of us. But it's okay. Just know that your kitchen is torn up because you had a great time with your family. Okay? And it's okay. I wish I was there to help you clean it up because I sure would. Hermit Dean, you say you just need you didn't want the spaghetti, you just want the wine. Don't come to my place just for the don't come to my place just for the alcohol. But if you are, just be real about it. Say, girl, I ain't gonna eat that. I'm just gonna come for the spaghetti. I mean, for the wine. Y'all can have the spaghetti. Kevin says, mine is not clean. It's hard when you're serving in plates and lots of pots and pans. I try to clean up as I go. Yeah, it might not be clean, Kevin, but you know what? Just take a breather, and you're going to get it together. And I'm pretty sure your husband will help you. I'm pretty sure he doesn't like seeing it like that either, but I don't like my kitchen a mess either. There has been nights like my oldest daughter will tell me, oh, Mom, don't worry about the kitchen. I'm going to clean it up. And then right before I go to bed and I go into the kitchen, I have a sink full of dishes. And then I'm mad because I could have already taken care of it, but yet I was already informed that it was already going to be done for me. So yeah, I get the drift because there has been times at 1:00 in the morning that I have done dishes. Yes. Yes. But I did remind her that next morning, don't tell me you're going to do it if you ain't going to do it. That's one thing we have to hold to our word. Hold to your word. Deanne says, I just love you, Trina. I love listening to everything you have to say. You and Kevin would hate me. I am the messiest cook. Hey, it's okay. You can be a messy cook. There is nothing wrong with being a messy cook. Just clean up your mess. Just clean up the mess. That's all we ask. Just clean up the mess, And if you're not going to get to it right then and there, just say, hey, I'm going to eat my plate, have my glass of wine. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to chill. Hey, we can worry about that kitchen another time. But you know what? Me being who I am, it's going to eat me up. And I'm not even going to lie. It will eat me up until it gets done. But Deanne, it's okay to be a messy cook. You should cook in your own comfort. That's why we have our own kitchens and stuff. You can do what you want to do in your kitchen. You know what I mean? So it's okay. Be a mess. Be a mess. Girl, have flour all over the place. Get you some seasoning in. If you feel like go sprinkle it on the floor or something. If you think that's going to work too. Sprinkle it on the floor. The salt might give you some good, I don't know, whatever. But it's okay. It's all right. Kevin says, You're a good friend like that, Trina. My husband at least got everything that can go in the dishwasher and ran it. Did surprised that he did that. Kevin, that's because it's love and he lives there too. And he probably knows you so well. And he's probably like, oh my goodness, this is probably frustrating him if you have not even expressed that to him. So that's nice. I'm glad that he was able to help you. I really am glad that he was able to help you and did what he could. So at least you did have that support and that help. And I'm pretty sure if you asked him to do a little bit more once you get, settled, have you gotten it cleaned up now? Queen says, my mom would have woke us up at 1 a.m. to clean the kitchen. You know what, Queen? I would have went through the same thing. My mom would have woke me up. Grandma would have came in there too. But I'm not going to lie. Like, my kids are spoiled. They know responsibility. Excuse me, they know responsibility, but they are spoiled. And I didn't want to be arguing with her at 1 o'clock in the morning because I know I would have been arguing with her at 1 o'clock in the morning. So to save my sanity and me not being more upset than what I was, Queen, I just went ahead and did it, girl. Sometimes that's what you got to do instead of, just to keep the drama down. But see, these kids nowadays aren't kids that we used to be. You know that? They're just totally different, and I don't care sometimes how much you instill in them, it doesn't settle. And then, but the good thing about it is it works when it needs to be, worked. Like her friends' parents just love her, like, oh, we just love Donna. But I'm thinking to myself, I love Donna too, but I'm assuming that she does a little bit something different at your house than what she do at mine. But that's what happened. It's part of being, a teenager. But no, Queen, I'm with you, girl. We would have got, and say something if you want to. Say something if you want to. Belts be coming out, and you probably ain't even got time for a belt, whatever's standing there in that kitchen. Deanne says, Kevin Loving Vibrations, give me some spaghetti and wine, and I will help you clean. Oh, so you being conniving. Deanne, you being conniving. You drive your husband crazy. Why you drive your husband crazy, Dan? You ain't gonna get that wine because Kevin said he out of wine. He is out of wine. And there's a little spaghetti left. So you can have some spaghetti. Would you take the spaghetti? Hey, at least he's offering it. At least he's offering it, So thanks, Kevin. I just tell people when they got something great and I know I can't have it, just do a little taste and you can tell me all about it. Tell me what it tastes like. Is the what is the texture like, Oh, she says she'll accept a cheap box of wine. You know what? Okay, tell me if I'm wrong. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Is it me or cheap wine will have you like gone? Like you be so messed up. Like you be drunk. Like you supposed to just be relaxed really on wine, but I mean sometimes that cheap stuff, it's better, sometimes better than the prices that you paying for an expensive bottle. Like there are some drinks that I can go out there and pay $10 for a bottle and it tastes better and I get a better adult buzz off of it versus going and spending $35 on a bottle of wine and I feel like I'm not drinking anything and I'm just getting my stomach full with some water or something that has some taste, some juice. But I do find that the cheap boxes sometimes are more, better than the expensive. Oh, he's a neat freak. You know what, Dan? Like I have OCD real bad. And so since I've been in therapy, I've been working on that because it's to the point to where I was letting it like really, really bother me. So having OCD is not fun. And so that's why the other night, when my daughter was saying about the dishes, like I told my therapist, I had to break down and tell her that I did that, and that's something that she's trying to help me get out of, because she was like, Trina, they really could have waited to the next day. But I felt like they couldn't. Like I got antsy, like almost anxiety, and I was like, no, but that's what I'm working on. I'm working on that. And in order for me to, because it's really not that big of a deal. It's not like I walked in the kitchen, it was just nasty. It wasn't like that. It was just I walked in there and there was dishes in the sink and it just bothered me. But so anybody that has OCD or extreme OCD like I do, you get the drift. You know what it's like. And it is a battle. There's some things that my 3-year-old does, and I have to realize that she's 3. And, I got to accept that. It's hard sometimes. Oh, it leaves you with a nasty hangover, Kevin. I've not had a hangover. I don't know if I'm ever going to have one, but I'm just saying up to 41 years, I've not had a hangover. I might wake up a little tired, not because I'm not ready to get up, but no hangovers. But you know what? I be seeing people buy that box wine like crazy. They be buying that box wine like crazy. So for everybody that's in, thank y'all so much for being here. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe. You are more than happy to join the conversation. I really want to know what brought the sun out in y'all's day today. What made your Sunday, special? It could be getting up out of bed. It could be anything. Whatever thing you feel like you were able to accomplish today. Accomplish, participate in, whatever it is, and if you don't choose to share, that's fine. You're not pressured to share. Just, I'm just glad that you're here. Deanne says, I have someone buy me $100 bottle of wine for my wedding. It was horrible. We had to dump it out. Was it a red wine? It was probably real dry, Deanne. Was it dry? Because sometimes when it's real dry, and especially a red wine, when it's real dry and it has like no hint of sweetness in it, oh my goodness, it's gross. It is so gross. I can't do it. Like a red Chardonnay or something. But Chardonnay is not that bad. It just kind of depends on what kind you get. And so for people that's just joining us, we are talking about some wine right now. Just, because Kevin has some wine for dinner with his dinner. And so, we are like loving the fact that he had wine. We didn't have none, but he had some. So, hey, it's okay. Y'all make sure that if y'all want some wine, make sure y'all go to the store, because you are entitled to your wine if that's what you want. And get you some wine and sit back and find a day this week and relax with your wine, So, and people think, oh, well, wine. Yes, wine, or whatever you like. It does not necessarily have to be wine. Just get something that you like, something that you enjoy. Yeah, Dan, I'm not the biggest fan of red dry wine, but if it has like maybe a little sweetness, I can do it. But let me tell you, Deanne, a lot of the times too, those red wines like that, when they're like dry, some people use it to cook with. And then some people also use it just to kind of like have it with a meal, because a red wine goes good with red meats. So like if you're having like a nice steak or something like that, or some other type of red meat that's, would go good with that bottle of wine, I'd be like, well, that's pretty good, Kevin says, Deanne, expensive isn't always better. I've had some really nice high-end bottles of wine that were expensive and some that weren't good, that aren't good. I have some good $20 to $25 bottles of wine I'm happy with. Yes, Kevin. Yes. Yes. Don't have to be expensive. Guys, we think we have to go out there sometimes and break ourselves, for things that's out there, and knowing that you can get it cheaper and better. So, I mean, I've bought stuff, even like home material stuff, that I've bought, and it was cheaper than what the original one was. And it actually works better, so it actually works better, tastes better. But there's just some things you've got to keep, brand name and stuff like that. So Kevin says that he loves a nice full body of dry wine. What is a really good bottle of dry wine, though, Kevin? Like, for a person, you don't have to give me this answer tonight. It's no rush. But what is a good red dry wine for a person that, let it be smooth. That for instance, me and Deanne or somebody that likes red wine and dry, but we don't really consider it or like it to be dry. What do you consider? We want it a little dry, but not too dry. Deanne says, no judgment taken. One day we will meet and you can give me a taste of what good wine tastes like. I need to have you tell me a good $25 bottle of wine. Yes. I mean, get it out there, Kevin. Let us know. Let us know for sure. But I do like it if it's smooth. I'll probably do it if it's smooth. But if it's dry and heavy, I don't know. So how's everybody? I wanted to get on here today and, like I said, see how everybody's Sunday is going and so forth. And I'm so glad that y'all came out to, join me tonight. It's Sunday. Y'all could be doing other things, spending time with your family, but you're here, and I really, really appreciate it, the support and everything. But I wanted to also let y'all know, like, make sure that you're doing some self-care this week. Like, it's very, very important that you're getting that in, because if we can start off, even if you take one particular day, a week, just make sure that you're putting that self-care in, because if not, we're just going to drain ourselves, guys, and we'll be no good. We'll be good for nobody. You know what I mean? So I got food cooking. So, trying to teach my daughter how to cook some rice. Sorry, y'all. So, hi, Vivian. How are you? I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for joining. So, Deanne says she's just laying in her bed in her pajamas. Yes, Deanne, I'm glad that you're here too. Like, I know you are busy. You, Kevin, Dean, all y'all be busy. So I definitely get it. Life happens, guys. Life happens. But, I'm here. I'm here. Y'all can watch the replays, just make sure y'all hit those thumbs up. And, I don't want anybody to feel like they have to be here every night because I'm here every night. I do it every night because I just want to make sure, like, what if somebody just might need me that night, or somebody just needs that word, of encouragement or empowerment or something, or just take the message and give it to somebody else, that might need it, who can probably benefit from it. So, that's great. But I'm proud of all you guys, because the reason I say I'm proud of everybody is because we are forming into people that I feel like we're meant to be. We're seeming to all find our purpose, and that's a good thing. And I still have a lot of work to do. I have a long ways to go, but I'm gonna get there. And I just want everybody else to know, like, whatever your plans are, or your journey, or what you're challenging yourself to do, Do it, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because if you're afraid, it's not going to get done. And then at the end of the day, all you're going to do is just beat yourself up for it. So just make sure that you are doing what you love to do, your passion, your drive. And and best of all, just don't forget that you are put here for a purpose. And so make sure that you are finding out what your purpose is. um, Sometimes it takes some of us longer to figure it out than others, and that's okay. But I say, once you find out what it is that you are to make, go ahead and make plans on it, and pray on it, and manifest on it, and let God know what you're ready to do your job. And if you don't consider that, excuse me, if you don't consider that being your job or the journey that you're supposed to be taking in life, then it's okay. But just do something positive to keep yourself going, because when we're smiling, guys, when we're smiling, we're all doing it. You don't have to be doing great on a mental or physical aspect, but if you can smile, you can take yourself to so many different great directions, because smiling is like a medicine. And if you smile for a little bit, even get in the mirror and be silly a little bit. You know what I mean? If you want to cuss something out, get into the mirror and cuss yourself out, and tell yourself how you should not be doing that to yourself. And then start putting encouraging words. Use encouraging words to uplift, like say no, and stand strong within yourself. Say, no, I can do this. I got this. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am intelligent. I am smart. I am, and you can be the most beautiful person. Just don't settle. Don't settle, and do what your purpose is, what you feel like. I'm telling y'all, if we're not hurting or harming anybody or ourselves, you're on a good path, right? Vivian says, I like red wine, and you're right. There is no need to spend a lot of money on to get good wine. I do drink Pinto Noir too. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find that one then. I need to get me a little writing pad, because you guys be coming up with some good ideas. And then, like, if there's information that I'm looking for, you guys, are very helpful in finding that. So, like, I can just like write it down. So, like, that would be something I would write, because it's something that I would really like to try, and give you guys feedback on. So, Dan says, Trina, you're such a positive, inspirational woman. I am grateful to know you. Your words and kindness are going to help a lot of people. Thank you, Deanne. Thank you. You kind of got me like a little blushed right now. I don't know if you saw my I'm trying. And I'm not even going to say I'm trying, because if I said I'm trying, that means I'm not doing it right. So I'm going to say I'm doing it. And I have a long ways to go, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay, because you want to go, and you don't want to knock everything out at one time. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you're steady. But Dan, I really, really appreciate that. And I want to touch, and there's going to be so many more people in this world that I'm going to get to touch, and it's going to be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing. I've already gotten to that point, and I want you guys to get to the point to where you're telling yourself it's not what you're trying to do, when you already know that you're in the midst of doing it. But if you want to prosper and go further, just make sure that you tell yourself that, and you pray on it, and you manifest. So that way it can be yours, and you can get through it. So, yeah, yeah. Let me see. Hey, little things. Oh, I'm so glad y'all made it. Y'all say hi to little things. That's my sister. I mean, of course, we got different daddies or different mamas, however you want to put it. But the thing about it is, we sisters. But little things, I'm so happy to have you here. I'm glad you and Nani made it. It puts a big smile. I'm glad everybody's here. But I haven't seen you, so it makes I know you've been super busy, girl. Life. That's what I'm saying, life. Kevin says, Trina, I saw you're gonna be on Soul Sisters channel. Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I was really like, it took me by surprise. Like when I opened my email, I was excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was really excited because I was like, oh, wow, and it was great because even though they know I don't read, they felt that with me being, just a new person on the YouTube stage, they kind of wanted to put me out there. And I think it was great. Sonia was telling me like, we know you don't read, but it's your wisdom to life that we want you to come and share. So, that was very empowering for me, and I really, really, really appreciate the fact that they actually reached out to me. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing that actually tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. I was going to tell y'all about that when I got ready to close out the show, but I'm going to remind people too. So that means tomorrow at 8:30 I will not be doing my show. I may do a recording, so I can have something playing at 8:30, and for people that would like to go back to watch the replays, that's great. But I will be on on Soul Sisters, and I am so happy. And I think it's a good experience, very good experience, and so I was really happy about that. And I know Shar from Charlie's Angels, she also wanted me to go on to her show with her and Dean. So I was really excited about that too. I mean, so things are looking great. I cannot complain. I'm taking this opportunity, like I said, to set a foundation because, I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey, and I need to get people to understand that we are individual people and we're our own individual people. And we need to treat ourselves with kindness because the world is so ugly, and I wish that it wasn't. But until we get the mindset within ourselves, then it'll be less ugliness out there. When people learn how to treat people and be honest and be respectful and be loyal and truly love, and embrace each other's differences, just that's what makes us who we are, is we're different. Everybody's different. And I think everybody really, really needs to dig down deep and pull out that one little thing that says, I love this about myself, because it makes you so unique. If it makes you unique, it's going to make you stand out. And you can probably do so many great things with that. So people just have to, I'm not going to say just people, but we all, because I'm still, like I said, I don't just do the show for other people as a reminder of how we're supposed to treat ourselves and others and stuff like that. But it's a reminder for me too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to lie. The other day I was having me a little moment. I'm going to say a little moment because it didn't last no longer than like 30, 40 minutes. But I was having a little moment. And do you know, I literally had to go back and watch one of my videos and say, no, you need to do this. You need to focus on this like this. Because I have to remind myself too, I'm human and, I'm not perfect. And I'm still going to be sitting up here trying to figure things out. But at the same time, I know that what I put out, it's not that I'm just putting it out and I don't live by it. I put it out and I'm living by it. So, I'm really, really excited that I get to share who I am, with awesome people. That's what I get to say, awesome people, because no matter how you look at yourself of being beaten up or how you look at yourself as being whatever, anything besides positive, I want you to open your eyes and see the beauty that all of you guys have. Everybody has something beautiful about them. And even people that you might look at and say, oh, that person's got a nasty attitude, or they always got to say something negative. They can never be positive. that's something wrong. It has to be something wrong with that individual. And it's not, when I say something wrong, that doesn't mean in a bad way. That means that individual or person or persons probably was not raised with the love you and I was given. They were probably given love in a whole nother way. And so some people take love and that's what they give because that's all they know. But if you are, that's why you have to set your boundaries. Because if I love one way and somebody else love another way, I don't want that individual, excuse me, I might not understand the way that individual loved. And I might not like and want to accept the love that they given me because that's not appropriate or it's not, happy love. So you have to be able to speak and be your own person to know what you're doing and what you're going to accept. So yes, please make sure everybody is setting boundaries. Y'all are so important. I am new to this myself and wanted to do well and help people too. And what so am okay. And what so am doing. And you know what, Dan, you're doing it. You're doing it, girl. You came out and I'm telling you, Dan, I'm giving you a clap. And I really wish I can give you a hug. Because you came out and girl, you went full force. You went full force. And you know what? I'm very, very glad that you had the people to support you. Since I don't read, girl, I'm just gonna be like watching the shows, like and stuff like that, because I don't have anything to offer you when it comes to reading. But what I can tell you is just keep doing what you're doing, Diane, and stay humble. Deanne, I'm sorry. Stay humble, Deanne, because it's going to get you way further than what you think it is. Don't change who you are. It's okay to change up, the platform, but don't change who you are. Because you're a beautiful person, you're doing something that you are enjoying and something that you like. So, keep doing that, and you're going to continue to prosper. And I'm so glad that I got to meet you when you came out. And I'm glad that, because you've been a really big support. You're very kind. When you can't make it, you will leave me a message and let me know. And Marsha's really good at doing that as well. So I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. So little things I didn't get to tell you. So today we're doing what happened today? What was the sun that sparkled your day for your Sunday today? So, and it could be anything. I know you showed me some great pictures. I loved it. That was a great package. Hi, Queen. How are you? Glad to have you. And it's like I was just telling Nelda, give me something that of the sun that what came in, what brightened your day today for your Sunday. It could be anything. If you got out of bed, hey, that's the start of your day. And so that's better than nothing because some people don't even have the energy or have the capability of getting out of their bed. So let's count that as a blessing. We don't want to forget about the small things. We always seem to forget about the small things and we praise the big things, or we praise the things that are beneficial to us. And we can't, we somewhere we've got to stop doing that. And we got to be in the mindset of accepting and understanding and knowing how to use things or put them in action or remove them when they're negative. But we have to know how to do that as well. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, Nani. I'm so glad you're here. But yes, guys, I mean, just because it's negative, we can always find a positive out of that. But it's just the willing of being able to put your mind in a different direction. And let me tell y'all, I have been like, I keep telling people this, but I feel like because I'm on this journey now, that I'm being tested. I'm being tested in so many ways, guys. And I'm okay with that. Like I'm really, even though I don't have all the things I want, you know, I have all the things that I need, you know, and the people that are in my life, I have them right where they need to be, you know, and the people that love me, they're right where they're supposed to be. So to me, I can't focus on what I don't have because I want it. I need to focus on what I have because I need it. And right now, you know, I'm in that position of it's not a want, it's a need. And I feel like if I can't, you know, look at certain things in a certain way, who am I to be on here to talk to you? Who am I? You know, because I don't want to feed nobody nothing that I'm not taking in myself and that I'm not digesting. So I don't think that, you know, oh, when I turn this computer off, that I'm doing something outside of the zone of what I get on here to say. No, because if that's the case, I'm gonna go across the street or something and go find somebody that's looking a little sad and see how I can help them. You know what I mean? And like I said, everything does not have to be monetary help. You can go out there and help somebody get, you know, some plants out of their yard, the weeds. You can go and you can go shopping for somebody else, or you can go and meet up with a friend and they haven't go babysit for them or something. It's not always a monetary thing. So just do great things because great things will come back to you. And I can testify to that. Yes. I'm doing that. Little things. Oh, yes, we were just literally talking about that. Little things. I am, see, you had to tell me right now, so you want me to cry? Nani. Oh, Nani. That is awesome. I didn't mean to put you out like that, but oh my gosh, like that's, I mean, y'all, I we gotta embrace that. You know, going into a young lady is like just you're it's a blossom. It's where we can begin our journeys and our lives. And the good thing about it is I love the fact that she can sit there and tell you the person that she wants to be and things that she's already planned out for the next 2 to 3 years in her life. You're talking about a kid, you know, that has actually went out there and had her own booth selling items that she's physically made by hand, guys. And that's what I'm talking about. If we got this young youth doing this, why can't we do something like that? You know what I mean? It's not about always receiving. You know, we have to give. We have to give, you know? So I just know a beautiful woman that she's going to be. I just know. I just know. So, yay. And you know, I will be calling you after my show. You know, I'll be calling you after my show. Yes, little things. It's about enjoying every moment, even the good, the bad, the happy, the sad, you know, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm loving it. I'm enjoying the sad. You know, it's like, what? I know it's sad, but I'm not going to make it sad. I'm taking it as a lesson. And I'm going to hold my faith and keep going because God is good. He is so good. Shit, all the time, He's good. And I can't tell y'all, you know, how good he has been to me. You know, I'm sitting up here right now and I have so many things that's going on, but I don't let that bring me down. If I let everything that bothered, if we really did that, y'all, if we really sat back and thought about the things that we did to bring us down all the time, we would never be happy people. Half of us would be in the state hospital or something. So embrace the negative, embrace it because it doesn't have to end up being negative. While you're in the midst of that season, you know what I mean? Find something beautiful about it. How can you help yourself through it? You know? And it's like if you know somebody that has been through it, you know, maybe if you trust that person, give them a call. You know what I mean? Like we totally forget that we have resources out here. But sometimes it's hard for us to actually use those resources because the trust of the resources. So, guys, but yeah, we definitely need to take the negatives or whatever it is that's not pleasing to us, or feel like it's not pleasing to us, and we need to make it into a positive. You know what I mean? So that way you can keep on doing it, keep on going. So, yes, absolutely. She is my ray. Yes, she is. She is a beautiful ray of sunshine, girl. Beautiful, beautiful. You are so welcome, Queen. You are so welcome. And you've earned that name, Queen. Deanne says, we had things break down in our house, one thing after another, and finally just laughed about it. And God always provided a way. You ain't never lied, Deanne. That's how it be. Sometimes we just gotta laugh at the situation. I'm not saying that every situation that we go through, but we gotta be able to fight through it and knowing if you have faith, and our faith can get us through anything, anything. And little things, I told y'all I have this little thing that I wanted to show y'all, and I spoke of it probably like maybe the second week of my show. That I had a really, really good friend of mine, my sister, that had made me something with faith. And I love it because, like it says, it's not to make things easier, it makes things possible. Faith, let me say that again. It doesn't make things easier, but it makes things possible. So if you already know that, why are we going to let the take something negative and let it pull us all the way down? Because when you have faith, you already know it's going to be tough. But if I continue to hold on to my faith, I'm going to get through this, because he ain't saying that it's not possible. We saying that it's possible, not impossible. So hold on to your faith. So Deanne, I don't know why I keep wanting to call you Diane tonight. I've not wanted to do that since I've met you. But for some reason tonight I keep saying Diane, Diane, Diane. But it's, I know it's Deanne. So, but yes, Deanne, you have to laugh about it. And God is not going to fail you. He's not. He's not. And if it's something that you're going through and you're like, well, where is God when you need him? And da 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 da. He there. You probably just don't need what you're asking for. Or you probably need to put a little bit more extra in what you're asking for. I mean, he'll get the work done for you. He don't need our help. But it's just the consideration and the love and the respect of not having to rely on him to get us through every single situation. That's why he gave us a brain. He will. I'm not saying he won't, but because he will. But he gave us a brain for a reason, you know, and that's to use it. Deanne says, yes, I believe that God gotten me out of has not gotten me out of problems, but he helps me through them. Yes, yes, he will help you through them. You just got to have faith. You got to believe. You got to stand strong into your word. Hi, Andrea. You're new here and needed to hear you. Well, you know what, Andrea, I'm glad that you came through here, All Unique Inspirations. Um, you're in the right place. And I'm glad that tonight I was able to give you a message to whatever the issue, concern, whatever it is that you're going through right now. If it was something to help benefit you, I'm very glad. That is the intentions, that is the purpose. And I am here every night. At 8:30 p.m. Central. Now tomorrow I have a show that I have to attend. So I will not be here, but I am going to do a recording and I'm going to leave it. So if you want to come in, but I will leave the information of what I'll be doing tomorrow in the chat. So if y'all want to follow me there, that's great. But guys, you know, I'm so happy when I can see that. And it touches me. And I can probably cry tears after tears after tears because I know that my answers are being, and my prayers are being answered. And so, Andrea, just hold tight, hold tight. And whatever it is, it's not going to be forever. We all go through a season. But tell me this, Andrea, like, tell me what was the sun that brightened up your day today? What happened today that at least put a little smile on your face today? And I'm going to tell you one, I'm going to start you off, and that's saying getting up. You got out of bed today. And if you are in bed right now, it's okay. You're typing, you're doing some type of motion. You know, people think some people that don't understand, individuals that don't understand how certain things can be with people that fight different type of mental health issues. Brushing your teeth can be hard. Hell, putting one leg outside the bed can be hard. So people that can actually get up out of bed and move, that's a blessing. Because you know what? I had to fight those days. I had to fight those days that I was like, oh, I don't feel like brushing my teeth. I don't feel like getting out of bed. I don't feel like doing this. Hell, I don't feel like putting no clothes on. And I know it's easier said than done to say, well, you know what? We all have those days. Well, we do, but some of us have it have a little bit more difficulty. Not saying that it's more of a reason for us to have an excuse. No, that's why I have this unique inspirations, because I want you to get out of bed. I want to teach you and remind you why you're getting out of bed. You know what I mean? I don't have all the answers, but I tell you what, I can probably find them for you, because I think there's an answer to pretty much anything. Pretty much anything. Even if somebody, that saying, how do the people say cock a doodle doo? Why do we say cock a doodle doo? Why? Because that's what the chickens sound like, or the crows, or whoever say cock a doodle doo. Y'all know who do it. Whatever. I'm just using it as an example. So cock a doodle doo, we know that people use that for a reason, because that's just a saying that somebody has. Andrea says, I am in 12-step recovery. Won't be buying wine. Well, you know what? You don't have to buy that wine, girl. You don't have to buy it. And you know what? I am so proud of you, Andrea, because you are taking one of the first steps that you need to take. Actually, the second. The first step was you recognized your issue. Second, you got help. And you know what? I'm proud of you. And there's so many more things out there that's better than wine, girl, that can make you feel good. Prayer will make you feel better than a bottle of wine. Okay? Putting on some music and dancing and showing your authentic self is better than a glass of wine. Being true to yourself and understanding yourself and learning to get to know yourself and love yourself again is better than wine. You know what I mean? So we have so many things that's so much more important than the things that we think that we can benefit from. But I am very proud of you. And I know it's a start, but it's a good start. And don't be afraid. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid, because what you're walking through right now, you're going to be able to help somebody else. You might not know it. And you might not feel like you're going to be worthy to help anybody else, because that's how it started. Well, I can't help. I can barely help myself. I can't help nobody else. You will, because can't nobody tell your story better than you, right? So you continue to hold your head up and you smile, girl. You got me over here smiling because I know you're going to do great. And when you think that you have to do something of the unknown, you don't. You don't. Just know how worthy you are. Know how empowering you are. How much you love yourself. Because that's where it starts. You love yourself. And I can tell that you love yourself, because even if you say you don't, I know you do. Because if you didn't, guess what? There would be no 12-step program for you. You wouldn't care. You can care less. But you care. And I love that. So keep it up. And if you have to join me every night, come on through. I will set you up, girl. I will set you up. So, every day is a fight. So 30 years clean, shoot. So that means tell me that you do it. You had me on here thinking you ain't been clean for that. That is fantastic. Shit. Whoop, 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 whoop. 30 years, baby. If you're not proud of yourself, let me tell you, Unique Inspirations here with Trina today is proud of you. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jesus. You see what I'm saying? Like, we think that some things are complicated and it's rough. It can be tough. But baby, when we hold our heads up and high and we know what we can do and what we're not going to allow, we can be some very tough people. Some very tough people. But it's all about what you're doing. So Andrea, 30 years, girl, that's a long time. It's very hard, for some people to even make it 30 days, you know? And so you have so much to offer people. You really do. And one day I would love, and I'm not even joking, I will set you up. I would love to hear your testimony. If you don't feel comfortable sharing it, I got it. I respect it, but that makes me feel good that I've met somebody that has been able to go through a 30-year process and be clean or free from alcohol. So keep doing it. Keep doing it. And I know when it changed, I'm pretty sure it was hectic, but your life is beautiful. Your life is beautiful and it's going to continue to be beautiful. And sometimes we just need that pat on the back. Sometimes we just need that kick in the butt. Sometimes we just need that hug. Sometimes we just need that I love you. You know, you got to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. We just got to know how to do it, and do it good and do it well and know that we are worthy. We forget how worthy we are. We really do. Yes, there you go. Use it as your humor. But I'm really proud of you. That's awesome. That is like fucking amazing. I wanted to say freaking amazing, but that's fucking amazing. 30 years. As I tell people on this show, I'm Trina. I'm Unique Inspirations. I'm me, and I'm an imperfect Christian. And I'm going to cuss if I have to. I don't have to, but I feel like I wanted to because I needed to dig deep. And I felt like that was the deepest word I can come up with to let you know how fucking amazing that is, how fucking amazing I am, and so happy for you. So girl, keep going, keep going. You got this. So what else do you like to do? Yes. And even Deanne was like, that's amazing. Amazing. Yes, Deanne, she should be proud. Andrea, you should be proud. Ron says, amazing. I know about this. My mom went through it. This is why I don't drink. I've seen what it does to people. You know what? That's tough, Ron, because alcohol can affect people in different ways. And you know what, Ron? My mom, she was a functioning alcoholic, and I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not trying to. My mom was like the best mom. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. She was the best mom, but she was a functioning alcoholic, and that's okay because she still took care of home and she got her some help. So it's life. We all go through these things. I'm not proud of that. She wasn't proud of that, but she got help, and that's what mattered. You know what I mean? But we learn from those things. So if you tell a person like I don't drink, some people might be like, what, you don't drink? Because I know that's me. I'm just being honest. What, you don't drink? But then you have to also understand and respect the fact that they may really have a reason and a purpose of why they don't, and that's very understandable. And I feel like if people can't understand that person is not good to be in your vicinity, because that's almost saying like, well, you go be here, you go drink. That was your mom. Well, yeah, it was my mom, but it could also be something hereditary, and I don't even want to try it to even know. And there is nothing wrong with that. And people should not be peer pressuring people into doing things that they feel uncomfortable with. What they need to do is be respectful and let the individuals do what they choose, right? So it ain't nothing wrong that you don't drink, Ron. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Andrea says it's just about following a spiritual journey with a community a day at a time. Stand in the day. Welcome. Welcome. My doors here at Unique Inspiration is always open. And I'm always here trying to make sure that I can get people on the right path. And Andrea, I'm not perfect. Anybody on this channel can tell you. And you probably ain't even got to ask nobody because you should know. Because God didn't make us to be perfect. We are imperfect people living in an imperfect world, and we have to make some of the choices and decisions for ourselves. It could be hard, but it don't have to be. We make things a lot harder than what they really are, you know. And like I said, I'm going through something myself. You know, I'm on a journey of opening different doors and meeting different type of people, you know, that I can just get to know and help. And you know, it doesn't even have to be a personal thing, but I want it to be a spiritual empowerment, inspirational. So you are in the right place. And I'm glad that you came through tonight. And if you know of any other individuals that might just need some words of encouragement or just to hear some of the words that, you know, God has given us and to share the life that we should be sharing with each other that God has given us, bring them too. Now, I'm gonna get it straight. I'm not a preacher, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm not none of that. But you know what? I was gifted. God gave me a gift. And I'm now just realizing that, Andrea, after all these years, you know, and so I'm okay with that because I'm learning. And it took me a lot to get here, you know, and one day I'll get to tell y'all about how I got to find out what my journey was, my purpose was, you know. But it's baby steps and we're going to get there. So yes, please come back. And like I said, I won't be live tomorrow, but I'm usually live Sunday through Thursday. And on Fridays, I do have another show that I do, but we'll get back into that in a minute. Um, but yes, so I'm really, really glad. And I do read the comments, everybody's comments, because I feel like it's very important. Everybody has something important to say. If it's coming out of your mouth, sometimes it's important. Sometimes people just want to be heard. You know what I mean? It doesn't always require for an answer, right? So welcome, welcome. Andrea says, Trina, I stumbled upon your channel and your honest upfront sharing said, stay here and listen. Yeah. We get off topic a lot here because I want everybody to show who they are, their authentic selves. And I want people to know, like, don't think, you know, because you might be a little bit different that you less of a person, because that's not true. That's not true. We all the same people in our own ways. You know, everybody needs to be respected. Everybody. All right, Ron. Well, I'm so happy that you stopped by. And I know you have a busy week. I'm going to try and catch up with you on some of your shows. I'll go in there and make sure even if I'm lurking, you know, because I be working during the day. So sometimes I have to just turn it on and just listen. But I try to like let people know that I am in their room. But thank you so much, Ron, for coming out. You have a great night. Stay blessed. And we'll see you again soon. Andrea says, the humor of this is hearing about something good to drink. Spirit said, don't go buy something, but girl, lighten up. Don't go buy nothing. What you go buy? Girl, what you need is right here. What you need is right here. What you go get you some coffee. This is my Sunday coffee mug. I mean, I don't only just drink out of it on Sundays, but I call it my Sunday coffee mug, and it says Jesus and coffee. And let me tell you something. I love coffee, and but the thing about it is, I have to try to drink as much water to keep up with the coffee intake that I. Anyways, so I have several coffee mugs, and I really started getting into it because my friend Dean, he has a show. It's called he has a channel at the. It's called the Hermit's Corner, and we do Coffee Talk Live Fridays on there, and we I started buying coffee mugs more and more and more. And I know my boyfriend's probably like, oh my goodness, if you buy any more, where are we going to put them? I'm going to have to go buy me a chest or something just for coffee mugs. And then my sister, Little Things, she actually bought me a coffee mug. It's personal, and that one I use every single morning, so that way I can know that I have coffee with her. And that's just more of an internal, and it's just something special to me. But find you something that you like, you get it. But yeah, it was, yeah, I can only imagine, like, oh, do I really want to walk up in this room? They talking about wine. But we talking about wine because it was just part of a subject. But I'm so glad that you didn't just bypass the room. I'm glad that you actually stopped. So Dan says, Trina, I'm getting sleepy and going to bed. Love you. You are awesome. Have a great. Dan, thank you so much for coming by. It's a pleasure. The doors are always open. I'm glad to have you here. I wish you nothing but the best, and continue to just strive. And I love you. Have a safe night, and stay blessed. Okay, Queen. So yeah, so this is a new channel for me. It's my first channel. And the thing about it is, it's going to be growing, y'all. I have so much stuff that I have in my mind, and I'm starting to write it out because unique inspirations, you guys, y'all have no idea. I want to be able to dig deeper with you guys. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start digging deep, like I know in corporate world, they call it deep diving. But here on Unique Inspirations, we going for a dive. It's going to be, because there's so many things that, not only that I can share with you guys, but things that I can share with myself, and things that I can practice myself. And so just know that we're in this together, And like I said, life happens. I'm not expecting y'all to be out here every single night. Every night. Y'all don't have to do all that. But if it helps you, I want you here. You know, I try not to make them too long because I want people to be able to come on and enjoy, get what they need, and get on out, right? Because that's what people like to do. I put my glasses back on, y'all. Only reason I be taking them off is because I have a glare. But then when I get ready to read, I can't read y'all's messages. And I already got it on a big screen. And another thing, if y'all have things that y'all would like to share or discuss, let me know. Oh, let me tell y'all, I'm putting my email address in the chat. Let me tell y'all, I have been giving y'all my wrong email address. That's me. That's something I would do. But no, listen, y'all, I'm fixing to put it in there. I was trying to give y'all my email, and I was just telling people the wrong email. I'm talking about 2021, and it's 2022 at Gmail. Unique Inspirations. Oh, man, only me. So it's Unique Inspirations 2022 at Gmail. Okay. Oh, Vivian, I'm serious, girl. I haven't given everybody the wrong email address. I'm talking about 2021, but it was actually Unique Inspirations 2022 at gmail.com. But to clear it up, it's on my page. And I know people probably, like, if they have tried to send something like, oh, why is my emails not going through? They just coming back. Well, I realized the other day that I was telling people 2021 and it's 2022. So, yeah, that kind of thing. Oh, boy. But y'all, really, because I'm going to get ready to close it out so I can have dinner. It's already late. And I don't want to keep anybody. And I know tomorrow is a work day for many, starting the beginning of the week. But I want to say thank you guys so much for coming out and showing up and participating. Because the more you participate, I really feel like sometimes when you participate, the more you leave with. And so it's always open for, just because if I put a topic there, it does not mean that we have to talk about that topic. If you come in here and you say, Trina, I have a question on this, or can you give me some guidance on this? Whatever it is, that bring it, and we can discuss it. If there's some time that you want personal time, one-on-one time, like I said, there's my email address. Send me an email. I will try and get with you. I'm not going to try. I will get with you and we can set up some time. And maybe I can help you through something or talk to you or just listen. But I'm here and I really, really, really appreciate you guys so much for coming out. Andrea, I'm glad that you stopped. What do you say? You said smiling. I'm in the right room tonight. Thank you, Trina. You are so very welcome. And you really don't even have to thank me, but I really appreciate it, Andrea. And I just really, really pray that everything pans out for you. And I know that it will. I know that it will, because what happens is people don't know about me, but I'm a little intuitive. So I can kind of pick up on little things. So, little things. Thank you so much for coming out. I love you guys. And if, like I said, I will not be on my show tomorrow, but I will leave a posting. But I will return to my normal schedule Tuesday, 8:30 Central Time, PM. So I will be here once again. Thank you all. Stay blessed. And I hope you enjoyed another night here with me here on Unique Inspirations with Trina. So I hope you guys had a great time and I will catch up with you guys soon. Y'all have a great night. Stay safe and be blessed. Good night.